So we've now made our way to the end of another month, which means it's time for another Blu-ray haul. So this month was actually my birthday, so there's a few stuff in here that I got for my birthday that I wanted to include in the haul. In terms of Blu-rays, not as much as figures. I got a lot of figures and then a lot of, I got actually a pretty cool statue in here in front. I'll show you first up. This is from my mom and my dad for my birthday. I've been collecting these statues for, I'd say, about 2 years. I got a load of Lion King ones. I got Beauty and the Beast. I've got Aladdin from Genie. Actually, you can see it right over there, and there's loads of them. But this one is, I've had my eyes on this one for ages, and they got it for me. One of the cool things about it is this Simba actually comes off, and then you can put the younger version. I've seen it in the store that you can change them, but I always thought it just sits over there, but it's actually a magnet, which is quite cool. On display though, I do have the bigger one because the small one just looks too small for this huge set. But just look at that. Isn't that just so cool? I love it. I think it is pretty awesome. I don't know what my next one of these is going to be because some of them can be expensive. But there's just no other ones that really stand out to me that I'd actually like to get. So I don't know if that might be my last one or if maybe they'll release some cool ones. And I might pick up those ones too. Also, in this month of February, I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who. So in the month, I picked up 2 new Sonics. I have 10s. I had 11s years ago, but I don't know where it is. But I got 12s, which disappointing when I opened it and I tried to use it. It doesn't actually Sonic. It's just a torch. So I have 12 Sonic. That isn't a Sonic, but I have it. And I also picked up Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor's Sonic screwdriver. It's pretty cool. It fits in the hand well, but in terms of Sonics, it's of the new Who, it's probably the worst looking because it just looks like a bit of a mess kind of thing compared to 12s. 12s is probably my favorite because it fits in the hand really well. I love 11s, and 10s is kind of boring too. 10s is more like the classic Who screwdrivers, so it kind of goes with them. But I think 11 and 12, particularly 12, I really like 12s. And then for my girlfriend, for my birthday, she picked me up the Annabelle Neca figure I've had my eyes on for God knows how long. I love this one. The simple fact that it's actually in the case. I love that it's in the cage. Really, really excited to open this up and display it and see what it looks like outside the box because I love it. She's known I've wanted this one for a while and she immediately jumped on it when they came back in stock. Also from my girlfriend, she knows I love Monopoly and she knows I love Star Wars, so she got me Mandalorian Monopoly. I haven't actually played it yet because it's very hard to get someone to play Monopoly with you because a lot of people don't like Monopoly for some reason. I don't really know why, but so I haven't played Monopoly Mandalorian yet. That's the third Monopoly in my collection now. I've got Walking Dead Monopoly, I got Toy Story, and now I got the Mandalorian Monopoly. The only thing I don't like about that one is the box is different, so it's a little bit OCD, but like not really much. Also picked up the entirety of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. All 4 of them right here. I actually ordered these from Forbidden Planet. They came in these protective cases, which I was quite surprised by. But in front of my bed, I've got a shelf that has the 4 Fantastic Four members. They're coming down, and then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to go in there, which is quite cool. You can also get Casey Jones. I have no real need for Casey Jones. I feel like if I find him in stores, I'll get him, but if I have to go searching for him, I'll just leave it. But maybe hopefully they do Shredder and April O'Neil will be cool, and Master Splinter will also be cool, but who knows. I also picked up another horror icon, Jack Torrance from The Shining. I more so got this because it was at a good price and it's an iconic character from a horror movie, so I think it looked good with my horror collection. But for me, The Shining isn't that great. I have no real love for The Shining. I've seen it a few times. I actually do plan on watching it again soon. But Stanley Kubrick, for whatever reason, I've seen a bunch of his movies. But the way he tells stories and the way his movies are made and the way his movies are, they never really work for me. And then The Shining is one of those that I understand that people love it. But for me, I've never loved The Shining. And then in terms of figures, these are the last 2. I got Wanda and Vision in their Halloween costumes. This is the only WandaVision ones I've been really searching for. I'm tempted to get the Wanda from the 50s because I just love that look. But I've been looking for these ones for so long. Finally found them, and they are pretty awesome. I love Wanda in that costume. If you've been watching my breakdown reviews of the episodes, I've been saying I hope they keep that costume, just make it more modern look, because I think that costume looks fucking fantastic. So I hope they are able to keep that as Wanda's costume, because I think it just works well, and I kind of hope they keep that. But to move on to Blu-rays, this one was very hard to find. The Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Steelbook Collection. This, I looked at so many websites, finally found it, and I actually got it before everyone else. I don't know how I managed it, but I actually got it a week advance. So I put up my video, and I've seen comments and on Instagram, everyone's like, how do you have that already? So I have the Doctor Who Steelbook before pretty much anyone else, which worked out really cool. Season 8 has not been up for pre-order yet, but the minute it does, I'm booking that, because I do not want to miss a season. I was actually quite upset that I thought I was going to miss that one, but luckily I have that. I love the inside. I love the back and the front, but I really don't like the inside. I think the inside, as well as the inside, is just Matt Smith, Dave Tennant, and I think all the disc artwork is really bland and boring. So I kind of hope they go back to the disc artwork they had in other seasons for season 8, because I don't like that disc artwork at all. I also picked up Hellboy from 2019. I haven't actually seen it since the cinema. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I understand a lot of people don't like it, but Hellboy was actually the first comic book I ever read, so Hellboy's always got to have a special place in my heart. I do want to rewatch it, because as I said, I haven't seen it since the cinema, and I want to see, was it as bad as I remember it being, or was I just being a little bit dramatic that day? So I do have it. It was only like €4 as well, so I didn't mind paying that for that. Also, I watched Train to Busan this month, or Busan, whatever it's called, Busan I think it is, this month, and it was fantastic. I wouldn't say, as I said in my review of on Letterboxd, I said I wouldn't say it's my favourite zombie apocalypse movie, because I haven't seen enough for it to merit that place, but I actually thought it was fantastic. So I picked up the sequel, which I actually haven't watched yet. It's actually still in the plastic. I just haven't had it, because it is a Korean movie, so you do have to read subtitles, so I haven't actually had the time to properly sit down and read the subtitles in the movie, because it's about, an hour. It's just shy of 2 hours. I do plan on watching it this month. I'm looking forward to watching it this month. It doesn't look like Train to Busan. It looks a bit more action orientated, so I kind of hope it's not too much of an action, because I think the other one worked really well. So I hope I'm not going to be disappointed with this one, but I am looking forward to watching that one soon. I'll do these 3 together, because these are ones I had in Blu-ray and I upgraded to 4K. First up, Man of Steel. We are getting the Snyder Cut this month, so I picked up Man of Steel, because these were all at great prices. So Man of Steel up in 4K. Haven't actually rewatched this one yet, but I will be watching it within the month before Snyder Cut, because I love that movie. Also, Suicide Squad at a good price. It actually came out the slipcover. It was advertised as having a slipcover, so I messaged back Amazon saying what's happening, and then they said, okay, here's your money back. You can hang on to Suicide Squad, just have free blue or free 4K. So now I've got Suicide Squad in 4K, and I got it for free, so it's just gonna sit there. It is disappointing though. The case is smaller than the other ones too. It's got a slipcover, so I am disappointed that this is the one I have, but it's free, so can't really complain about a free 4K, can you? Also, last Justice League, I picked up this version on 4K. I had it on Blu-ray, but the price it was at to have it on 4K, I said, you know what, I'll upgrade it to 4K. I don't hate this movie like a lot of people do. It is my least favorite DCU movie. I think it's a disgusting movie, and what actually happened behind the scenes. The movie as a whole, it is a mess, but I can find enjoyment in some parts. Some parts I think are fun. It is cool to actually just see the Justice League on screen together. I don't know if once the new one comes out, if the new one's really good, I don't know if I'll go back to watch this one again, but at least I have it, and that's the whole purpose of collecting, isn't it, to have it? So at least now I have the definitive version of Justice League from 2017, which is the 4K version. Also, I picked up Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2009, I want to say, or is it earlier than that? What's it say in the back? It doesn't actually say the year it came out in the back. Yes, no, it doesn't say it. In 2003, actually, 2003. The remake, I actually thought this was the best of the franchise. Bear in mind, I've only seen the first one, the second one, and now the remake, but I really like this one. I'm tempted. I do want to watch the other ones, because I think there's only like 4, maybe 5 of them, And we are getting a new one this year. Everyone says the other ones are crap, so I think I will watch them, but I don't think I'm in any hurry to watch it because, again, I heard they're crap. But I really, really enjoyed this movie as well. Part 2, I watched this month as well, and that one was weird, wacky. Wacky is probably the best way to describe in Part 2. I did enjoy it, but it was wacky. Also, I picked up the Ice Age full collection as well as the 5th one on its own, because the full collection does not own Part 5. This one I grew up watching these for, so this was actually fun to go back and rewatch these ones. This was actually my first viewing in this one, so I didn't know what to expect. It's not a good movie. I actually did a ranking of them, so it's a video up there now, but I said that I hope to do a 6th one just for the pure reason that I don't want this to be the last one. I don't want the Ice Age movies to go out on this mess. I want them to continue on, make another good one, and then possibly finish there, because really didn't like Part 5. Also, picked up my very first premium collection, Ghost. My sister has been wanting to watch this one. I wanted to have Ghost on Blu-ray, but Ghost is a very hard Blu-ray to find, so found out about this premium collection and picked it up, and I haven't actually watched it yet because I think my sister wants to watch it, so I'll probably watch that together. But it's such a really good movie. It comes with, as well, on the inside, it does come with a full poster. It comes with some art cards, and it comes with, you got the inside bit and everything. I am looking forward to rewatch it because I watched Ghost for the first time last year. Really liked it. My sister, my brother, and me, we sat down, watched Dirty Dancing there about 2 weeks ago. They both really enjoyed it, and now they both want to watch more Patrick Swayze. So Ghost will probably be on our watch list for this month at some point. Picked up the Cloverfield box set. We did get the announcement in February that we're getting a direct sequel to Cloverfield, which sounds really good. But I had never seen Cloverfield. I had seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I hadn't seen this one. And I went on Amazon. It was only €4, maybe €5 at most for this box set, or it was 15 for the Cloverfield Paradox, I want to say it's called. But I've heard that one's crap, so I have no real ambition to watch that one anytime soon. So I said, you know what, I'll pay this one and then maybe get Paradox for €2-3 separately. But this one was actually brilliant. I have seen this one, as I said. Haven't seen it in a while. I haven't rewatched it, but I actually was blown away with Cloverfield. I loved the found footage aspect to it. I thought it would get annoying for this kind of movie, but no, it really didn't. I really liked all the characters. I loved the look of New York, seeing them climb from building to building. Seeing the Statue of Liberty, as you can see here, is missing. The head, seeing that get fucked in the middle of the street, really, really good, really intense. It's like an hour and a half, but it just felt so much longer, and it felt like you were actually in the journey with our characters. Really, really enjoyed Cloverfield, and I really hope the sequel lives up. And then lastly is The Hangover Part 2. I am not a massive fan of the Hangover sequels. I think they're fine. They are funny, but I just don't think they live up to, like, if you say The Hangover is up here, Hangover Part 2 and 3 is probably about around here. I think they're fun, but they're just not great. And I found this one for like €2. So I said, you know what, I'm going to pick up The Hangover 2. I'll keep my eyes out for Hangover 3 to complete the collection, but as of right now, have The Hangover 2. I only picked it up the last couple of days, so I haven't actually rewatched it, but I have in my collection now. And then that is everything I picked up for the month of February. Let me know what you picked up in the month of February in the comment section down below. Do you love what I picked up? Let me know if you picked up anything the same as me. And if you want to see my haul for March, make sure you click the subscribe button to come back in March and watch my haul for that. But as always, thanks for watching.